Now at 5, the former vice president joining Omaha's mission to beat cancer.
There's renewed momentum, and there's a whole lot of renewed hope.
Biden's message on why collaboration is key to finding a cure.
And waiting for a verdict in the Kahler murder trial, the defense says you can't convict without a body.
But prosecutors contend Kahler confessed.
Still some spotty showers around this evening, but they'll be moving out. We've got sunshine. We've got warming temperatures. It's coming in my forecast for the weekend.
Live from 7 Burlington Station, this is Omaha's news leader. KETV NewsWatch 7 at 5.
And first at 5, hope and perseverance. Former Vice President Joe Biden gets personal in Omaha.
The man who lost his son to cancer helps launch a new mission to find a cure.
KETV NewsWatch 7's James Wilcox is live.
The former vice president speaking to a crowd of 450 invited guests here at the Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center. A dedication ceremony today for the new facility, which has a bold goal of eliminating cancer, something close to the heart of Joe Biden.
It's probably the most frightening word in the English language when a doctor uses the C word. I can think of nothing that strikes fear into people's hearts more than that.
Former Vice President Joe Biden knows the devastation of cancer. He lost his son Beau to brain cancer in 2015, talking with the crowd about what happened after he died.
Over 11 of his nurses came to his funeral, and they waited in line 6 hours.
His son's death prompting his new life mission, first leading a White House initiative called Moonshot, a program taking a different approach to eradicating cancer.
Whenever there's someone you love and adore has a serious problem, whatever it is, you try to find out everything you possibly can about that problem they're facing.
Biden says that new way of looking at cancer care is exactly what's being done at the Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center, focusing on individualized patient care, precision medicine, and collaboration. People from all fields working together and sharing research and information.
And I hope that it means that many, many patients who will get treated here will get well in this place, and I hope other institutions follow your lead.
Biden crediting the center for the work it's already done and the work it will continue to do, saying lives will be saved.
And above all else, what I learned was that there was hope. There was hope.
Following the dedication, Mr. Biden and guests took a tour of this new $323 million facility. A public open house will be held Saturday. Live at the new Fred and Pamela Buffett Cancer Center, James Wilcox, KETV NewsWatch 7.
Breaking news at 5, the man accused of killing a Pottawatomie County Sheriff's deputy pleads not guilty, and Wesley Correa Carminati is now asking for a speedy trial. He's scheduled to face a jury on July 25th in Pottawatomie County Court. Correa Carminati faces 12 felony counts for the May 1st murder of Deputy Mark Burbridge. He's also charged in shootings that wounded another deputy and a man just outside the Pottawatomie County Jail. More breaking news. Jury members convicted Omaha father charged in a drunk driving crash that hurt 2 of his daughters. 36-year-old Benjamin Thompson now guilty of DUI, 3 counts of negligent child abuse, and leaving the scene. Police say he ran a red light at 30th and Sorensen last October, drove away, then ran off trying to ditch alcohol at Miller Park. 8-year-old Caslin went on life support following that crash.
A prosecutor called it a twisted case of fatal attraction. Right now, Shanna Golyer's fate is in the hands of a judge. This is a case where investigators never found the victim's body. KETV NewsWatch 7's Camila Ortiz is live with closing arguments.
Melissa, Carrie Farver hasn't been seen since 2012. The prosecution says they've shown that Shanna Golyer killed her. The defense argues the evidence consists only of theories. Mystery disappearance or first-degree murder? Prosecutors believe 37-year-old Carrie Farver was killed in cold blood by Shanna Golyer over a mutual love interest.
Her life was violently cut short by this defendant's twisted, obsessive, reprehensible acts of violence.
Farver's family members emotional after the trial as they await the judge's verdict. Tuesday's closing arguments hinging on proof of death. Prosecutors think they have it with these photos of a decomposing foot and thigh and blood in Farver's car.
This is the forensic evidence we have that they say prove a stabbing, and it proves nothing.
Davis indicating the prosecution's arguments are speculative. adding there's no body and no eyewitnesses.
They interviewed my client 2 or 3 times, and they don't have a confession where she admits that she did it.
Prosecutors think they do, in the form of emails investigators traced back to Golyer, who was posing as other people. In one, she detailed how Farver's murder happened.
They're her words. We didn't put those words in her mouth. She put those words on paper. And we've proven 100 times over that those words are hers.
Douglas County Judge Tim Burns will read his verdict tomorrow morning at 9. Reporting live tonight, Camilla Ortiz, KETV NewsWatch 7.
Camilla, thank you. The woman shot during a Sunday evening birthday party is furious at the person who opened fire.
And there was kids around. You know, you could have took me away from my kids and my grandkids.
Vicki Mountain says she was talking with her cousin at the barbecue near 25th and Emmett when they heard what they thought were fireworks. That's when Mountain realized she was hit. She could be released from the hospital today. Right now, there's no word on any suspect information.
Sheer panic at a Manchester concert seconds after a bomb blast rocked that arena Monday.
22 killed, more than 50 injured. Some of the victims are children.
Tonight, Britain's terror level raised to critical, fearing another attack. ABC's Ariel Reshef now with the breaking developments from Manchester.
A vigil outside City Hall today for the victims of last night's deadly attack.
You cannot defeat us because love in the end is always stronger than hate.
In London, the royal family pausing to remember those who died. This mother and daughter enjoying Ariana Grande's concert last night at the packed Manchester Arena. The show was just wrapping up when they heard an explosion.
We just ran. I don't really know which entrance we came out of. We just ran.
A crowd of panicked teens and their parents climbing over seats and railings trying to get to safety.
I was terrified and people were running up the stairs and dragging people on the floor, and by the time we got up to the top, there was smoke everywhere, there was blood on the floor.
Officials say 22 people died in the attack, among them 8-year-old Safi Rose Russos and 18-year-old student Georgina Calendar. This picture of Georgina with Ariana Grande in 2015. Police say a 23-year-old man has been arrested in connection with the attack. Authorities carried out 2 search warrants in the city's suburbs. They believe the blast was caused by a suicide bomber who died after detonating an improvised explosive.
I can confirm that the man suspected of carrying out last night's atrocity is 22-year-old Salman Abedi.
Manchester-born Salman Abedi has not been formally identified by the coroner.
Investigators still working to determine if the attacker acted alone or was part of a broader network. In Manchester, England, Ariel Reshef, ABC News.
Back here live, look outside at North 72nd Street there. Some of those clouds look like storms, but Bill says nothing to worry about. He has the upfront forecast so you can plan your evening. Hi, Bill.
Hi, David. Yeah, not storms, but there are a few showers there. So if you're outside, you may get a little bit of a light rain shower to move through here. Beautiful view from the Embassy Suites downtown on 10th Street there. And you can see one of those showers just off to the north. It's currently 57 degrees at Omaha's Eppley Airfield. Live look at the temperatures, 50s for most locations, those 61 Nebraska City and Red Oak. Any peak or two of sun, temperatures come up. A little more instability for some of these showers. You see them across western Iowa and eastern Nebraska, moving from north to south. So slightly heavier ones showing up here north of us around Missouri Valley, Logan, and also Harlan. But some of these sprinkles also moving through the Omaha Metro over the next 2 to 3 hours. Showers will move out pretty quickly this evening. By the time the sun sets, they'll be gone. Dry weather returns for Wednesday, a little on the cool side. Thursday, pretty good looking day for outdoor activity. Here's the evening, though. Clouds around, thinning a little bit. Scattered showers 7, 8 o'clock after that done. Temperatures in the low 50s. May need a little jacket if you're headed outside this evening. Back to you.
All right, Bill, thank you. Support and farewell for a local veteran laid to rest without a family. More than 100 people paid tribute to Marine Private Donald Stark this afternoon. He died a few weeks ago at the age of 68. The Vietnam veteran laid to rest at Omaha National Cemetery. In attendance, Patriot Guard riders, members of the Knights of Columbus, Daughters of the American Revolution, and many others. Tonight at 6 o'clock, Chin Doan has more on why people came from states away and what they hope this symbolizes.
Well, this time tomorrow, Iowa will have a new chief executive. Current Governor Terry Branstad will take the oath tomorrow morning as the new U.S. ambassador to China. That's at 10 a.m. 30 minutes later, Kim Reynolds will take the oath as Iowa's new governor. That's happening in the State House rotunda.
Well, the man shot by police last month after a gas station robbery admits that he was on a suicide mission. 31-year-old Dylan Trejo told the judge today that he wished police shot him more times than they did. He faces 6 felony counts for the robbery near 24th and Martha. Officers say he stole a truck and then got out at 26 and Reese, and they claim that body camera pictures show Trejo pointing his right hand at an officer as if he had a gun. Officer Brooks Riley opened fire, hitting Trejo once. Police say they found a gun in the stolen truck. Well, a Metro gang member admits to hiring a hitman to kill a witness, shooting 4 rival gang members, and then threatening a grand jury witness. 23-year-old Deontay Dortch gets 20 years in prison for his conspiracy racketeering conviction. He is a Crips gang member who goes by the name Killatay. He and 5 other gang members were arrested back in January of last year. This was part of a joint effort with the ATF.
Some people in Lincoln are using movie prop money and trying to pass it off as the real thing. At first glance, it's hard to tell this $100 bill is a fake. Now, officers say they've received several reports of the fake cash making the rounds. Victims apparently tried to sell stuff online, and the suspects then paid them with the wadded up money and left the meetup before the sellers could inspect it. No word on any leads right now. Nebraska's corrections director says no more porn in prison. Starting in January, it's banned, along with anything likely to incite violence or the good order of a prison. Director Scott Frakes says the 8-month notice will give inmates time to decide on any subscription renewals or switching to new publications. Well, next, a fond farewell at City Hall for 2 longtime leaders. Their thoughts after 16 years of public service.
First live look at traffic. West Dodge Expressway from our TD Ameritrade headquarters camera.
You're watching Omaha's news leader, KETV NewsWatch 7, with David Earl, Melissa Fry, and your Weather Now forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Randby. Live from 7 Burlington Station, this is KETV NewsWatch 7 at 5.